this car is it's the original body. This ain't a kit. This ain't aluminum. This is steel. Okay? And it's got a blower on it. It's got a 355 on it. I mean, it's fast. There's a lot of ponies there.
She runs pretty good.
Yeah, she does.
She's a beautiful machine.
How much you want for it?
I'm letting it $24,000 for it.
Cash?
Cash money. Yep. You guys will look good driving this car.
I'll be honest with you, son, if we get into it, I don't think we're going to get out of it.
I'll give you like 17,000 for it, man.
I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm into this car about $18,000. If I sell this car for $17,000, I'm going to take a loss. I'm not going to take a loss on the car. Come up to 22, and we'll talk.
What do you think we should pay for it, Pops?
I'd get it for 16.
Even though I like this car, if I can't get it cheaper, I'm going to walk. I'm not going to buy something just to buy it. You know, I'm not going to buy something just because I like it. I'm going to buy something to make money. How about 20 grand?
Meet me in the middle, 21,000, so do it.
I mean, it's a beautiful car and everything, man. It's just not for me. This seemed like the perfect car. The price just wasn't right. Thanks anyway. We can't do business on that.
It was great. Thanks for having me out.
No problem.
Stop in anytime.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So what do we got here?
Well, these are posters advertising for people to buy war bonds.
Yeah, the crazy thing about these is they really didn't pay much. I think they paid 3 or 4% interest.
Well, that's a better return than people are getting today.
Yeah.
I'd take that. I'm coming into the pawn shop today to try to sell some war bond posters from World War II. They've been in the family for years. I got no place to display them, and I really would like to sell them. I just retired and bought a little farm, and I need to buy pig feed and chicken feed. During the Second World War, my mom worked in a department store while my dad was in the Army overseas, and they would put these up, you know, on the wall to try to encourage people to buy war bonds. She asked if she could have them when they finished with them, and they've been in my mom's cedar chest for 60 years.
In World War II, the government needed money bad, and the only way to get that money was to sell bonds, and they needed to sell a lot of them.
This one I think is really cool because it looks like a war bond.
Yeah, these are in great shape. Usually these were like taped to a window store,
Right.
or you know, have thumbtack holes in them before they put them up on a wall in a store, wherever they were selling them. And no one really thought to save them. Most of these just got thrown out
Yes.
because you look at the dates on them. See, this was a 43.
43.
Okay, so if you were selling war bonds every few months, they would give you new posters. It's just like any advertising. They want to keep it fresh and new.
Sure.
So, I mean, like, this one would have got thrown away, and one like this would have been put up. This stuff was never
They didn't
intended to
care.
last more than 6, 7 months.
If you still had any of the war bonds, would they have any value?
The war bonds?
Yeah.
Yes, every U.S. bond ever issued is still worth money,
My goodness.
unless it was issued by the Confederacy.
That's what happened to us. We didn't have a war bond.
So what do you want to do with them?
Well, I'd really like to sell them.
The reason I want to buy these war bond advertisements is because they're Americana, and Americana sells. Do you have any idea what you wanted for them?
I was thinking just from what I'd seen, 250, 5. I thought that one would be worth more, and this one would be worth more. I don't think I found that one either. So I was going to say they ought to be worth $1,200.
The interesting thing about World War II advertisements, a lot of them were done by famous artists. The only problem is, it's really hard sometimes to figure out who did what. These are definitely rarer than these two. Okay, these were standard size posters. I've seen them 100 times. They made more of them. My only concern with these posters is, 2 of them are common. They're not worth that much money. However, the other 2, I've never seen, so they could be rare. Yeah, I don't think, you know, I'm really thinking, I could give you like $400 for them. I mean, that would be my top.
Sure, understand.
Okay, and I have to resell it, so I got to make some money on it.
Well, you know, that's fine, because they're better off you frame them, sell them to somebody that'll appreciate them rather than fold it up in a box in my house.
Okay.
Okay, that's a deal. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the big one.
All right.
I really think I got a good deal. The 2 known posters, I know what I can get out of them. The 2 unknowns, that's a shot in the dark. I can make a lot.